1983, two doctors knew what Henry Ford meant when he said, "To do more for the world than the world does for you. That is success." Doctors Ernesto Espaldon and Ramon C. founded Aloha Medical Mission with the primary purpose of helping people too poor to afford medical care. They provided free and voluntary medical services overseas with the belief that others would follow the call to serve those in need.
If we all put one drop of water into the oceans, then we can fill up the oceans. You cannot do by yourself. You need a lot of people. But people were willing to do it. You simply ask them and they will say yes.
Over the years, nearly 1,000 volunteer doctors, nurses, medical staff, and laypersons have joined the effort, giving generously to help those less fortunate. When it comes to medical care, there are no boundaries. With integrity, humility, honesty, and compassion, our volunteers use the best of their abilities to serve humanity, care for the sick, promote good health, and alleviate pain and suffering.
Well, in the U.S., we have enough doctors that the people are really taken care of. But I know that out in Asia and in Africa, the people just don't have access to medical care. So when we're there and you have maybe 1,000 patients lined up waiting to see us, you know there is a tremendous need, and it's that need that drives me to want to go back again to help them.
We have served thousands in Hawaii and the Pacific region, but no one looks at numbers. We care for each patient as if they were the only patient and work to improve one life at a time. In a quarter of a century, the numbers of volunteers, services, and overseas missions have greatly expanded, and we now reach more than 15 countries. We partner with the U.S. military, Navy hospital ships, and the famous Hawaiian voyaging canoe, the Hokulea, to provide treatment along international routes.
The value of any mission is not how many cases you do. And if all of this energy was spent and only a handful of cases were done, I think there's value in that. Just connecting with just one person is what it's all about. One person who would not otherwise have been cared for.
We operate 3 free medical clinics in Bangladesh, provide free medical care in Laos, and bring emergency disaster relief to countries devastated by catastrophe. And with programs like the Scholar Training Program for ophthalmologists, we promote medical knowledge through teaching to create long-term medical capability overseas.
It's a great experience because here you are with a group of wonderful people who are taking time away from their work and their families, and they're paying for their own expenses. So you know that these people have a heart, a strong heart to serve humanity. And they're just great people to work with. And you arrive at a place where they don't have the specialties that you can offer, and so you know how badly you're needed. And that in itself is a tremendous feeling that you can really do something. And then and when you see the lines, the long lines of people, it never seems to end. And you see them and you're able to tell them, I'm going to operate on you tomorrow and restore your eyesight. That is just a great feeling. And to see the joy in their faces when they take their patches off and they can see again is a feeling that nobody can ever forget.
In 1995, Aloha Medical Mission began Hawaii's only free interim clinic to care for people without medical insurance. Each year, more than 2,400 uninsured Hawaii residents receive free medical and dental care as they transition to long-term health care providers. The clinic provides access to medical care for those in need in our state.
For Aloha Medical Mission to exist 25 years, it speaks for itself. You know, if we are not doing the job we are supposed to do, we won't be here for 25 years. We are here because we are doing we are helping people who otherwise would be helped, no matter who they are or where they come from.
There's nothing more important than giving your time. Money is important. It's never unimportant, but the gift of what's most important to you your time, your skill to help those in need. I think that is probably the greatest accomplishment of the organization.
Whenever I see human beings gathering together to help their fellow men and women, and doing so just out of their hearts, well, I get impressed. I'm happy to know that in the state of Hawaii there are a large group of angels and saints.
In Hawaii and throughout the Pacific region, Aloha Medical Mission changes the lives of thousands of individuals every year. We help others smile broadly, hold their heads high, feel better, live longer, and have hope for the future. The need for medical care is endless, and with your continued support, we will continue to care for the thousands more who need our help.